So, and one way lines bring order to our photograph is through pathways. So let's take a look at some photographs with pathways. Here we have a nice little snowy scene and a boardwalk, and you can see how that pathway is working there. As our eye, the viewer's eye, just follows that pathway down through the photograph, and it goes right around off to the right, and your eye just follows that. So that's what pathways do for our eyes, and they could be many different things in a photo. Now with this boardwalk, the boardwalk and the fence, the guardrail on the boardwalk act as pathways, but you can also just have a fence, a fence line act as a pathway for your photograph. I'm sure you've seen photos like that. Or roads. Roads could act as a pathway in a photograph, a pathway for our eyes to follow. And it could also be a path, right? We could use a path as a pathway, like this path through the trees, which is something I like to do very often in my photographs. And we can use water as well. A nice river, a stream, just our eyes will follow that water to wherever it goes. And usually we want to follow it to a point to where it disappears into the photograph, because that works well. But here in this photograph of this bridge, we can't even see where it disappears, but it makes for our eyes to kind of just, we want to walk down there. And I know for myself, with my own pictures, I said I take a lot of photographs of pathways, but my favorite photographs of pathways are definitely pathways through the trees. Because when they're done right and the lighting's right, I see a lot of beauty and mystery in those photographs, and wonder and peace. And it's a visual metaphor for my relationship with God. Because in God, I see beauty, I see wonder, I see mystery, I see peace, and I want to walk down his pathway and draw near to him. So that's it. Tip number 4, pathways.